Okay, so going to review Roadhog game. Full disclosure, wasn't even aware that there's a Roadhog game here. I thought this is the Lucio game and the balance was arcade or something. Okay, but you can see the SR of these games here. So I'll just point out working correctly. Okay. So let me just point out, if you're playing solo queue, everybody is solo, or let's say at most duo queue. The game is very different when play with against a 3 stack. Okay, as long as they are not idiots or brain damage or assholes. If you are playing too well, they will talk about countering you. Okay, let's say if I'm playing Widowmaker and I'm killing 2 person per team fight, bet somebody's gonna go Winston and you to deal with me. Okay, just know that. You're playing a very specialized hero, like when I play Hanzo and there's a 3 stack over here. After I kill 3 person per team fight, and usually I will get that done, they are going to go Winston, like 99%. These solo queues, people might be selfish, but here they group together, people tend to be a bit more. Okay, so this game is something like mid-go, I'll say, because when you play in group, the coordination, communication is there. Games are a bit harder, so this we have to treat this like mid-go. If this is 6 stack versus 6 stack, just treat this as bad. Okay, but since it's a 3 stack and I'll say this is like mid-go level, the game will be a bit faster. Okay, so what do you get? Defense. Okay, there are 2 types of 3 stack. If I see this, I'll say they probably played together previously, because right off the gate they are picking something with quite a lot of synergy, Symmetra and Junkrat. This Symmetra and Junkrat is basically tell people, get out of my house. Okay, you can't come in without taking a lot of damage. If they do not have a Winston, it's very hard for them. I mean, on Hollywood, if you do not have a Winston and your enemy have a Symmetra, it's very hard for you to come in. Okay, it's even worse on Volskaya and Anubis. Okay, it's even worse. But on Hollywood, it's considered pretty bad. Symmetra is pretty strong on. Now, Junkrat is going to discourage people from coming in. So these two is really going to make it very hard for people to pass the choke. So what hero are we going to pick? Doomfist is a very bad hero to pick. Okay. If they are playing like Divecom, this already counters Divecom. Okay, at lower levels at least. This Symmetra and Junkrat already counter Divecom. We don't need this anti-Divecom specialist. So this is a terrible pick. Diva is always welcome. Okay, so remaining 2 slots. Let's see. I mean, spoiler, you're going to pick Roadhog, I know. Winston. Not sure how much I like that. I'm not that in favor of Winston. But Winston is so versatile that whatever. I personally will like Reinhardt a bit more. Yeah, I think I like Reinhardt a bit. Run this too. Because if you think about the I woke up at no time, so like no. For Junkrat to be effective, he need to be able to just spam the. Okay, to spam the choke, he needs something like Orisa or Reinhardt to give him that time and space to. Winston not really, because the barrier is quite. Okay, so likely less synergy, but you can't really complain when you're. In terms of when you have Winston has synergy with Diva. It means that any enemy who Junkrat, they step on Junkrat's mine inside your base, these two can just finish them off like half a second. They focus him together. Don't focus him together, 1 second the person dies. Okay, once again, London. Go and play Mercy. Two. Damn. Two. Why one go away? Damn. You pick Lucio, I'll say you are stupid. Okay? 2 supports, enough. Okay, you don't need 3 supports. 2 supports, it's pretty standard. Okay, if you say you're worried that not enough healing, you just check if this player actually mains Mercy. If a person mains Mercy, I mean, the games where I usually play, we have this too. Yeah, then everybody just leave the spawn. It's already a very good team. Okay, teleporter is there to act as a huge rest. Mercy will act as, you know, one person die, rest. Teleporter is just in case Junkrat somehow the tire kill 5%, then okay, very fast, everybody can come back from teleport. Like the Mercy's old resurrect. Okay, so these two together is very good. And Mercy can, Symmetra can help to protect Mercy from annoying people like Genji and Tracer. So the only way Mercy is gonna die is to like Pharah in this setup. Okay, how is Mercy going to die? Die to Pharah, die to Widow. I mean snipers. That's about it, I guess. Nobody's gonna die with her. So if that's the case, you pick Roadhog, you heal yourself, Mercy take care of the rest. Symmetra can take care of herself. So Mercy take care of this 3%. And since this person is going to be trash, okay, I assume you're going to be trash. Mercy take care of 2%. Okay? Jeff Kepler will take care of him. Okay, everybody report him and Reinhardt. Okay, it's fine. I thought you were going to play Roadhog. Reinhardt, then Mercy will need to more or less take care of you, but you will bring a lot of value to your team. You will help Junkrat a lot. Okay, so you need to know if you're going to play Reinhardt. You see Symmetra, if Symmetra have brain damage. If you have brain damage, I mean even with brain damage, you're pretty much going to put some turrets here and here, right? Okay, so a smart Symmetra, a better one, you taught me, she'll start to put turrets out there to get ultimate. Okay, your job, Reinhardt, is to make sure these 2% can do their job. So let's talk about Symmetra's mission. Symmetra's mission in the first 30 seconds is to get the teleporter up. Within 30 seconds, you can get teleporter up, you are good Symmetra for that SR. You can get teleporter up in 1 minute, you are okay Symmetra for the SR. More than 1 minute you get your teleporter up, you are trash. Do not play Symmetra. Okay? So because I'm okay with Symmetra, I can get it usually 30 seconds, sometimes faster, depending on map. Like Icon I can get it like within 30 seconds almost every time. Hollywood is a bit hard because but how does Symmetra get her ultimate fast? By using the right click and charge. So what I will do if I'm Symmetra, I'll be standing here and enemy will be standing here, the Reinhardt. If there's a Reinhardt or Orisa, it's going to be very very easy to get ultimate. All I need to do is come out here, peek, shoot the ball, the energy ball at the Reinhardt. Charge the energy ball, shoot at her, shoot at him. I usually stand almost in range of the Reinhardt hammer, which is very very near the enemy. Okay, it's a calculated risk. The only way I'm going to die is if Roadhog hooks me or say Reinhardt charge me. Not going to happen very often. So if there's a Reinhardt here, giving me that barrier, I can safely come out here and spam my energy ball. So I just need to land like 3 or 4 hits and I'll get my turn. The rest I can build from the tool. Okay, so that's Symmetra. Symmetra will want to come out here and spam. These are two spam heroes. They want to come here and spam. So Reinhardt, you offer them a barrier. You put your barrier here. And safely spam, spam, spam. And basically these two heroes will lock down this area. Okay, you can't enter here. You enter here, you're gonna take a shitload of damage. Both of them here plus you, this is already no. They must come in here. Okay. This Symmetra is good. What this Symmetra will do is some turret, put all the turrets here, and she will just take care of this. Because there's a Reinhardt, you have a Junkrat, you have Symmetra. 3-person without turrets can pretty much lock down this entire area. Unless the enemy use ultimate. You have to use like a Diva ultimate to chase 3 of you away. Okay, so the other 2 players, Mercy will be healing. The other 2 players just take care of this area. And they can't even enter this. That's if everybody is I even forgot what your team picked. The other 2 players. Okay, you have Diva. Okay, now why do I not like Doomfist? Like, what is Doomfist realistically going to do? Anybody who come in, punch them. So you don't need. You have Symmetra. Somebody who is going to cook the enemy. And people are going to die within 2 seconds. They are tank 3 seconds, 4 seconds. They're guaranteed to die. They're on full health. If they are not full health, faster. Junkrat is going to do so much of damage. Make sure that easy to finish off targets, and you're Reinhardt to hammer as they come too near. Okay, so basically 1, 2, 3 and Mercy will lock down this area. Diva can just bounce up in case anybody try to do anything. Diva can just go and chase. We need another 1 person to look at this area, and let's say that hero is Mercury, then it's going to be very nice. Nobody can just sneak it. We can just stand here. Imagine if you have a Mercury, stand here. Somebody come in, flashbang, kill. Come in, flashbang, kill. Doomfist, what is he going to do? Charge your fist, wait for the person to come here and smash him. If you are against very, very bad players, it can work. Or if your Symmetra turrets all here, the person is slowed down so much where Doomfist can actually kill. I'll argue if pick Doomfist, you might as well pick Reaper. Or whatever. Or even Mei. If you pick Mei, I think the enemy. So the only threat to this defense is Pharah. Okay, let's talk about the counters. And this is for anybody who want to play Symmetra. Okay, this entire setup will lose to Pharmacy. Okay, Pharmacy counters these two very hard. But it is not that easy to play Pharah because you have only one entrance above this area. Okay, so who can shut down above this? Torbjorn. One Torbjorn turret can pretty much lock down this area. Okay, imagine if we have a Torbjorn. Put up here, somewhere up here, somewhere at the cafe, can pretty much lock down this area. Pharah can't hit here without taking a lot of damage. What you do is you place a Symmetra turrets up here. When Pharah comes down, the turret slows her. She have to turn and shoot. And at the same time, if anybody shoots her, she's going to die. Solve the problem. Okay, another way you will lose this defense is Diva farm ultimate, throw a mag in, blow out all your turrets. Yes, they have a window to come in before Symmetra can reset all the turrets. So as a tip, if you're playing Symmetra, you need to imagine like how is the enemy going to enter, what is going to counter me, and how am I going to deal with that counter. If it's the counter is going to be a Pharah, then place your turrets high up here. Jump, Okay, focus enemy mercy. Now for once, it's actually not true. You're playing a very spammy comp. Whoever, there's no focus. There's no aim. Okay, if they're playing double hit scan, yeah, you can say yeah, focus. But this is all spam comp, and Doomfist is there for fishing. Anybody who come in, he right click. There's no aim here, so focus enemy mercy does not apply. Protect your mercy does not apply either, because if mercy die, I'll say something is wrong. Okay, it's not supposed to be in danger. So defensive comp. Seriously, Doomfist, fuck off and go and play something else. Or go and play. You see, this is when you check yourself for brain damage. You see Symmetra, you see Junkrat. You're doubling down that I hope nobody can play Pharah and nobody on the enemy team can play Pharah, because you're not going to, when you see such specialized setup, you pick something that helps to deal with the problem. Doomfist just amplifies the Pharah problem. So okay, let's see what happens.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
That's not how you play Lucio. Okay, and he died. Okay, let's just pause and think what just happened. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. When did the enemy start to arrive here? 3 minutes, 50. Means in 15 seconds, Junkrat already has his ult. Yes. 15 seconds, our Junkrat already have ultimate. 13 seconds to be precise. This is insane. Okay? Why? Because Lucio feed him a lot. Lucio, he think he is DSP stanky, jumping in front of the barrier. But he is DSP stinky, because he stinks at his job. Okay, if Junkrat is good, what he will do is Fire will go up this building, over and drop behind the shield. Going to get a lot of kills, 2 or 3 kills. Okay, Doomfist somehow isn't trash, isn't totally useless. He actually killed McCree, his counter. All this is possible because of the heavy spam, and both tanks are doing job. Unfortunately, enemy also have Junkrat, and your Doomfist expected died. So if I'm Mercy, I won't even rest Doomfist because he's useless. Let's talk about barrier management. Okay, nice. You did the right thing when your barrier is like under 500 and there's no threat of, there's no immediate threat, like let's say there's no Widow pointing your crosshair at your Mercy. Okay, there's nobody is going to die immediately if you lower your barrier for 3 seconds. So you lower the barrier. Why? Because let's say now it's left 1 minute, the barrier is so low. They throw something in, you need the emergency, 1 second block like Diva out or stuff like that. Fun fact, if your barrier, when Reinhardt say barrier is destroyed, your barrier here will go on cooldown. I'm not sure how many seconds, maybe 3 or 4 seconds. That is enough to cause a lot of trouble to your team. So make sure it don't break. When it's like under 500, just keep it. Use your body to block damage. Part of a tank's job is to take some damage so your Mercy can get an ultimate. Okay, if you are not taking any damage with yourself, you are an okay tank, but you're not a good tank. A good tank will create space for the team, block damage, and take some damage, but don't die. You take damage and die, that's a bad tank. Okay, so there's a difference between an okay tank and a good tank. It's know how to take some damage. If you have a diva, taking damage is diva's job, I'll say. Diva should go and take some damage, so Mercy can charge her ultimate. Once your barrier is low, you use your body to block her damage. As Reinhardt. That relies on some game sense. You need to know that is it a safe time to do stuff like that. Okay. Diva went to chase Zarya with Doomfist, I believe. Okay. Yes. Let them do that. Zarya is still behind. What's Doomfist? Flanking Zarya, is it a threat? I'll say no. Okay. So no comment. Yes, that's what you should be doing. Pressuring Orisa, coming into cover. Don't be stupid and just waste your barrier for nothing. I mean, what's your Jungler doing? Okay, Symmetra also doing her job. She knows that blocking damage isn't only Reinhardt's job. She used that to deny Orisa that, giving you some space. So okay. So far, I think Diva went in and got outnumbered. He went to chase Zarya, but somehow there are two healers there, which I honestly I did not see. I thought the Diva is going to 1v1 the Zarya with 2v1 the Zarya with Doomfist. And yeah, Diva, if you're a Diva player, you see Zarya, please don't go 1v1, she's your counter. Okay, just in case you don't know. When you take damage meaningfully. Here not much meaning. You could come over here and let Junkrat spam the barrier out of line of sight. If you stand over here, he can still break the barrier. This is taking blocking damage for no reason. There's nothing immediately important for you to block behind you. Okay, so Reinhardt and Orisa, the difference is Orisa's barrier is actually more lasting than Reinhardt. Can block more damage than you, so you do not want to fight this war. Plus, she can shoot you, so you don't want to be in this situation. You see this here? Okay, after you do that, you make sure Junkrat is safe. Come over here, block for him. Okay, Symmetra already blocked for him. Come over here, just stay in this area. Wait for them to make a move. Okay, defense is usually reacting to what people are doing, so you wait for them to make a move. If this Orisa move over here, now you react. Okay, if you move two over this side, you can go and actually use a hammer and try to challenge your smasher because you have number advantage. Now where's the enemy team? All of them are behind this building. They just wreck your Diva. Your Diva just died. 3 of them over there. Impossible they have enough numbers over, so you can actually go and kill Orisa. She's alone. Or at most there are 2 person here. At most. You have like I think 4. You can actually go in front and smash. When you see Genji killing Doomfist, something is wrong. Okay, it's like a Winston killing Reaper. You'll be like, what? Oh no. Oh yes. Scale. Let's talk about the decision here. Usually if you're standing in this position, something is wrong. You should try to like stand on this area. This is the enemy area, if you ask me. Okay, this room, the room where they attack from. Reaper can just come here and just pop pam. This is their area, your area. You want to always retreat to your team. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's because of the tire. So when that tire goes in, I'm not sure why the tire didn't kill Mercy. Mercy really should be dead. Somehow no. Or was that the enemy's Mercy? Can't really tell. What could done different? I'm not sure the decision to charge, is it because of your barrier or because you saw Doomfist going in? I'll say it's an okay decision since you have no barrier. I'm not sure what the best decision is, to be honest. I'm really not sure. Best decision. Uh, when you're charging, take note of. Okay, I know when you're charging, you're trying to pin somebody here. You actually pin Zara when they have a bubble. Okay, bad luck, whatever. But you see Mercy on your left side, try to swing the hammer towards her. If you don't know, sometimes she add a grenade from Junkrat. One more hammer swing, she can actually stuff like that. Doomfist went inside and suicide. Mercy go and rest him. Any Mercy players out there, please don't do this. If your teammate is stupid enough to go and 1v6, let him die. He's not worth resting. Okay? I don't care how good he is. You go inside, you rest him, you are taking a lot of risk. And this type of mistakes will usually lose you the game. Okay? Especially when the new patch is going to come out, you're going to have reduced movement speed, going to be channeling. This type of moves is no longer going to be possible. Okay, so might as well stop doing it. This is a very bad play. Should have saved that rest and rest your Reinhardt. You see, Reinhardt is going to go down. Okay, what you do is let this fella stay dead. Let this stupid dumb fist stay dead. Reinhardt is going to die. Reinhardt die, come back and rest him. That's what you should be doing. Oh, nice. So things line up perfectly for you. I was actually worried what you're supposed to do here. After this, let's just say that at higher levels, if you charge in just now, you should be dead by now. You shouldn't be alive. Okay, but whatever, silver, they didn't focus you. Once you come out here, very low shield, facing an Orisa, like here, I was actually worried what you're supposed to do here. But so happened that Genji took out his sword and solved the problem for you. Okay, this is correct. When Genji take out his sword, you take out your hammer, and this is the correct play. Okay, so got very good value. Genji used his ultimate, didn't kill anybody, and got killed. Maybe just kill Junkrat, but that is not because of the sword. Okay, so you can see Symmetra is a very good Genji counter. You don't need to be a very good Symmetra. You can counter a reasonably well Genji for the SR. Why I really don't like it when enemy is running Symmetra, but my team still run a Genji. That's usually a bad idea because they are defending. You are walking into their trap. You have no choice. You have to walk into the trap. And if you are going to walk into a trap, you should be a bit more prepared. Picking Genji and walk into a trap, really very stupid. Oh. When you see this, your attention should be the Genji. Okay, very good awareness. When immediately when you heard something behind you, turn. It's just a decision. You're not going to hit a flying mercy as Reinhardt. Even if you're Winston, I'll say ignore. Let's not assume this is Genji. Let's say she just res 76 or McCree. Most of the time, it's the right decision to go after the person who res. You're not going to hit Mercy as a Reinhardt. Even as Winston, unless somebody say, Mercy one hit. And of course, you take your Tesla cannon and go and shock her. Please go after Genji. I was thinking if I would actually use my Earth Shatter. It did pass my mind here. I was considering, to be honest. Okay. This is your enemy being stupid. Okay, let's give this Doomfist some credit. Okay, pretty impressive. Either lucky or impressive. One right click kill 2 person. You need to credit where credit is. Very, very nice. This is a carry moment. Okay, so this alone sort of justifies the pick. Sort of. Your Zarya. Okay, and you have Orisa. You have gravity now. You are very, very anxious to use. You are in a reasonable position to use. Okay, but just think about it. Just lost 2 teammates. Okay, so what is the chance of both of you using 2 ultimates to kill everybody here? That can happen, to be fair. If Zarya is high enough energy, that can actually happen. But before that happens, you need to break this big barrier. Reinhardt barrier is at full. What can happen is Orisa put down the ult. Okay, Orisa use the ult, break down this barrier. This barrier is going to go down very fast with Orisa ult. Then only use your gravity. Then you can actually do some work. But not like that. Direct initiate. These are the bad habits that will get punished. Go higher. As you go higher, you find some divas are just waiting for you to throw your gravity and use defense matrix to. Or you can get some sick Genji, knows that you have gravity and just wait for you and tag it back. I have played with people like that, so I know these people, they exist. Okay. If they are not that good, all you need is a normal Reinhardt. He hold up his barrier, and you just wasted your expensive gravity. Okay, so this Zarya build out within 2 minutes is pretty. It's not say pretty good. I say it's above average. Usually they get it like 2 minutes and 30, or 3 minutes. Zarya will have the Zarya get the ultimate quite fast. Not quite fast. A bit faster than average, but just wasted it like that. Okay, and got who? Got a Symmetra. Big deal. Okay, when you use gravity, you're going to kill 1 person, you want the Mercy to die. If you can't catch Mercy there, then You wasted your... Oh, that's... I want to see that again. Nice. Okay. The graph didn't even get mercy. Get everybody here. Big deal. You have defense matrix, you have this barrier. Big deal, man. Symmetra can actually use a barrier here if she... Maybe not fast enough, maybe on cooldown, whatever. So they use 2 ultimate to kill 1 Symmetra. Big deal, man. Really. Which Mercy immediately rests. Okay. This defense was very well done. All started from, I think, okay. Correct decision. Okay, correct decision. Focus this person. So I'll say that maybe 10 seconds was near perfect play. No mistakes on him, no mistakes from you. And even got this Orisa. Very, very nice. 10 seconds. Okay. Whatever. If you're a jungle player, don't stand here. This is enemy territory, as far as I'm concerned. Territory, you have... Okay, you have the mind to fall back or whatever. Once you're just clean house like this, what if I'm the jungler, what I'll do is go up to high ground and start to spam to the enemy base. Not sure why he's trying to shoot. You either now just as Reinhardt lead the charge and go and smack the one person there, or you can just play safe like now. Like now is too safe. It's a okay play. It's a correct play most of the time, but you just cleared both enemy tanks. You just killed their Genji behind and a Lucio. Okay, they are not going to appear in front of you anytime soon. Okay, there's 1 or 2 person there. Go and clean them. Oh, now you have Farah. Playtime's over. Okay, just a tip. After a big fight, okay, just now that was a big fight. Your barrier was full, right? Now, Mercy just use the rest. I just use the ultimate. Let Mercy build her ultimate. Take some damage. Okay, don't use your barrier. There's only one Farah. Don't use your barrier. Take some damage. Okay. How to take some damage? You use it. Put the barrier up. When the rocket is going to come over here, release your right click. Take some damage. Let Mercy build her out. Okay. Take some spam. Just take some. Now you see, the next attack is here, and your barrier is very, very low. What the fuck? Don't fist kill Farah. How to teach? If this sort of thing happen, how to give advice? I know this is like sort of safe, but try to not make this habit. A better spot to use a Junkrat tire will be go inside here. There's a stairs. Your tire come out from the high ground. People have no time to prepare. You're coming from here. People will know, you know, like 9 out of 10 times the tire is going to come out here. But if you use the back, you can actually climb. It's a bit more element of surprise, and you're safer. This spot is... Imagine there's no Reinhardt here. This spot is asking for trouble. Boom! Fire got cancelled by Junkrat. What is Doomfist? This Doomfist killed McCree twice. Okay? It's just like Winston just killed Reaper twice. And this Doomfist actually killed Farah. So what's going on, man? Yeah, once again, if there's no danger, immediate danger, and your barrier is like this, just let it go, take some damage. You want to prepare for the next fight. Oh no 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 no, let go, let go, let go. Don't go up there, it's not your job. Oh shut up. Yeah. One thing good about Orisa is this. You think you are in a cover, but she can just pull you out. And let's say they have a McCree or whatever, somebody who can just immediately do a lot of damage. Person actually. But that's like one of the saving grace for Orisa. Orisa's not that good nowadays. So just be mindful if you are fighting against Orisa. You're picking a corner here. Try to pick less, because you're not as safe as you. Oh, one thing I should compliment you. You are very very disciplined. Most of the players, when they have this Earth Shatter, they were like, oh, my time to get play of the game, and they'll just go in front and do something. You're very disciplined. You hold this, and there's no need to force. We call it force a play. You are here just to wait. You did not force this to happen. Okay, so should compliment you on this. I think you deserve some compliment. I probably would have used this long time ago versus the Genji. When I see this, I will just immediately press Q. I saw. And it might actually get blocked. Their Mercy already died. If I see Lucio there, and it's the final minute, I would actually use my Earth Shatter to. That's me. Mercy is dead.
30 seconds remaining.
Deja vu. Okay, nice.
10 seconds.
See why I say, Lucio, you don't want to be near Reinhardt. This is. Yeah, they got the point. Okay, let's see if that could have saved. Like, I would have just used the shutter to take care of the loose. That was when I would use mine. But I don't think it changed anything, to be honest. Because the moment when I was thinking, use the shatter against the Lucy, your Mercy already died. That rocket. That moment means you already lost the point when that rocket hit. So I think it's on Mercy because she clearly has a way to fly to you. Fly to Young Red here. Fly. Or maybe it's on cooldown or whatever. I think it's on her, it's not on. And the fact that they're running Pharmacy and you're running what, Symmetra, Doomfist, Young Red. The fact you can defend for 4 minutes, I think it's a miracle on itself. So I don't think there's anything could have done differently that affect the outcome. It just sucks that it happens. If I didn't use it in a versus Lucio, I probably would have used it here. So yeah, I would have made the same decision. Would I choose Mercury over that? The answer is probably no. I'll probably charge Orisa as well. I just probably wouldn't have blocked there. Just this type of time, I'll just swing my hammer for blocking. That's like the only difference. I think that's the only difference. Because this would be the same. Okay, this would be the same. I'll continue swinging here. Here's the difference. But it doesn't matter. Once these two support die, it's like the final nail in the coffin. Okay, all this chaos started when Mercy died the first time. All this chaos. Mercy didn't die there, I don't think everybody will be in this mess. It is from there the chaos start to build. And here's just a tipping point. If I'm Mercy, would I rest you? Probably yes. Okay, the only difference is I will not look at Farah at all. I'll just like the ground. Because I know there's nothing Reinhardt can do versus a Farah. That's like the only difference. Very, I think the outcome is probably going to be the same, in all honesty. That Junkrat tire. Too bad. The difference is I will not be going there. I'll be doing something like that.
The payload.
Okay, so now what I will do is I'll go inside. Can we go something that do with pharmacy? Okay, and did they actually change? Okay, Junkrat standing there, trying to spam there. That's a very very stupid decision. If McCree don't kill him, Farah will kill him. He's dead anyway. When he decide to do there, when he decide to do this, standing here and spam. Like, okay, that might actually be a good thing because he might actually go and pick up some Farah. I noticed as a soldier, probably Symmetra swapped. If I were to guess, I'll say Symmetra. How did that happen? Wait, how did the McCree flank? I'm not sure how McCree flash you. I'm puzzled. I really don't know what happened. Oh, now you have a widow.
Sniper, fight toe to toe, you coward!
Soldier switch to Lucio. What? Okay.
Activate. Sniper, fight toe to toe, you coward!
Okay. I wouldn't charge the widow. Then again, usually when I play, if that thing was to happen, D.Va and Reinhardt see a widow, the D.Va is going to fly and kill the widow. The D.Va won't just fight. So all this won't happen. What I would have done there, I might actually shatter the Lucio. Okay, I'm not joking. Why? Because I want to get the health pack. I want to help control this area. I know if I die, we're going to lose this point. Okay, because the team is not going to organize. So I might actually use that. Okay. If I use that, I might have just died to Junkrat because I didn't see. So I think the outcome is the same, just that you have your ultimate. I won't have my. Oh, yeah, I forgot about rest. Okay, that Lucio died, so did Lucio. Not having a soldier and having a Lucio, I really don't understand what's the thought process. You really don't need to be standing here. Now, let's talk about this map. if you manage to hold this second point, 90% of the time, it's going to happen on 2 points. Okay, like the first point is very clear. Your team is the better team compared to the other team. Okay, you guys defended very well despite the hero choices, which I wasn't too happy about. I think overall you guys are the better player, so it might actually be worth trying to hold up here. Usually I don't recommend this, but it's only because of this game. You guys hold them very well, but this can't be happening. Okay, two can't be dead. If all 6 of you like more or less here, you can actually set up to hold this area. Why? Is because they can only enter from this area. This is a choke. At a choke, you have somebody who can control the choke with it, which is Junkrat. Okay, but he can't be there alone. He has to have some support. Okay, he has to have a healer with him, or he can be here, control this area. Okay. There he will control this area. I think it's better if he there he will do more damage, but there's no way he can get out. There's a window or Farah. So happened that he died to Mercury. You can actually try to control this area with Junk right here. And let's say you have a soldier on top of this building, you can actually lock this area down. Soldier, Mercy on top of the roof. You will stand here, Junk right stand here. While the other heroes, I don't even know. Diva flying around. Can probably lock this choke down. But since these two are dead, I think this locking down this area is out of the question. So you just let them push. Okay, just let them push. This. Okay. Why? Because it's so near their spawn. Okay, if you can't lock down this area, then all this area here won't matter. Oops, not this.
Justice reigns from above.
Sniper!
Wait. Why did I not see? Okay, this area, this entire lane does not matter in the grand scheme of things. Very seldom the team push to this area, but they can't continue. Very seldom. This is like the tiebreaker for maybe 1 in 200 games. Most of the time the games will not be decided on the distance push between the lane. It's either can they push past this first choke, can they get past this, and can they get the final point. Okay, you can let them push all this area. You do not need to take any risk. You do not need to fight here or unnecessary. You can just walk up to the final point and set up your defense. Okay, I understand this is very this is less common, like on the money as well. A lot of people, they will try to contest the street phase, the initial phase, when it's so near the enemy spawn. I really don't like that. It's the same over here. I don't like to contest this entire area. I'll just let the enemy push.
Sniper!
Okay, finally, Junkrat go Mercury. Step in the right direction.
60 seconds remaining.
Back and ready
Okay.
for more!
Now you see. Let me have the full idea. Okay. This entire area, don't engage the enemy. Reorganize your defense. What? What are you doing? What are you doing here?
Justice reigns from above.
Sniper!
Okay, this is a very big difference. Here, once my shield go down, what I'll do is I'll turn right and just charge back to my. Like here, what I'll do is wait to the barrier. Like this, I'll probably just put down the barrier. When Mercy is healing me, I'll just charge right to charge to the right, back to my base. Diva can fly, Mercy can fly, no problem. Just let them push over here, to the final section, and we set up our defense there. Okay, that's how I would play. It will be very different. I will totally not go behind. Totally. This is enemy territory. Once the payload is here, this is enemy territory. You're flanking them from their base. No. Doomfist overextend is his problem. Okay, if you're coming here because Doomfist, no. Anybody extend is not your responsibility to go and save them. Even if you're Reinhardt or Mercy, let them die. It's your problem. Okay, it's because you come over here, you want to save him, you lost the second point.
Rains from above.
Okay, you know where the payload is now. Okay, basically, your Mercy is dead, your Lucio is dead, Reinhardt is dead. There's no way they can stop it. The payload is at least going to be here by the time you come out. Okay, now Diva lost the map. Totally cannot contest now.
60 seconds.
Okay, now the enemy have I think 5 or 6% on the. Okay. By the time you go out, it's going to be very close. By the time all 6 of you come out, I think the payload already reached the point.
And ready for more.
That's why I say reorganizing the defense is more important.
The payload has reached the chip.
Okay, so I think this is also information for me. I don't know exactly the time, but how long it takes. Like this distance. How many seconds I don't care. So anything from here, if we die, means we can't organize the final defense.
Back and ready for more.
This is the same. Don't fight here. This is enemy territory. This whole area. Very seldom people can't push through this area. Okay, maybe in silver sometimes when I play and in lower SR games, the team can't push past this choke. Okay, but it's very seldom. All the defending team needs to do is there's a building behind here, climb up here, set up some long range, okay, fire, some long range DPS. They can cover the payload up to here, or they can actually come up here, set up at the jail, cover this area. Very seldom the attacker cannot push past this area. So if you're a defender, don't defend here. Very bad position. Just let them have it. This area is where you want to set up your defense. Okay, why? Because the soldier can set up on top of this area. Okay, the McCree can set up somewhere around here. Everybody can have a good position. You have health packs here and there. How is Doomfist killing Pharah so many? What? What? Oh, Lucio push you. So, okay, public service message. Split second. It's not that I want to see you dying. I want to see the action. Okay. The Diva is not supposed to get 3 kills. The only reason why she got 3 kills is because none of these jokers are playing tank. Okay, here's a tip. When you notice nobody is playing tanks, I saw Lucio here. I was considering to use the Earth Shatter here. Here. Slightly before. Okay, here. I would have Shatter to kill this Lucio. Okay, If I mean, I wasn't sure that they don't have any tanks. I just have a feeling to kill the fella. Okay, to stop the snowballing. Felt like how to say? You need to reorganize the defense. Like how to reorganize the defense is to get picks. Okay, so Widow is here. You can't do anything here. But this fella is overextending like mad. So what you can do is you can actually kill this person and bait the Mercy to come in. Okay, if the Mercy don't come and rest, they break momentum anyway. So uh, at worst it's a break even. I don't think you'll be losing out a lot. So I'll actually kill this person. Okay, and the enemy just donate to you because they didn't pick any tank. This happened. Okay, it's a donation on the enemy side, having a tank with barrier. Even if they have a tank like Diva, this is still going to happen. Okay, that's why I always stress it's very very important to have a tank with barrier, especially on payload maps. When you're escorting the payload, Reinhardt or Orisa, preferably Reinhardt is very very important. Else it's very hard to escort the payload unless these players are so good to stand behind the payload and not in front of the payload. But at lower ranks, people will just stand like this. So at lower ranks, Reinhardt is very very useful on payload. If I'm Reinhardt, the Lucio stick. Okay, just that. I'll kill him earlier and I'll use the Earth Shatter. You kill him without using. Okay, I'm not sure why I just want to kill him. You use that charge. It's a 50-50. Sometimes you get him, sometimes you won't. Whatever. Oh. I'm not sure why you keep holding on to this. There are like so many chances for you to get a high value pick. Definitely. Earth Shatter. 2 is good enough. Okay, especially if one of them is healed. So if you use Earth Shatter, the Lucio would not have this ultimate. Okay, so let's assume the ultimate didn't happen. Usually versus a Lucio, we do not use Fire Strike. Just swing the hammer. Okay, very very unlikely you're gonna hit him. When Mercury press Q, it's usually wrong for you to press Q. People who die to you is going to die to Mercury anyway. Okay, more note. How did you destroy the trap? Your Earth Shatter? The Lucio really should be dead. Hopefully doesn't cost you. I think it's costing you a bit. Charge. Okay, the final part would have played. Okay, the first part I think most of my decisions are going to be same with you. The second part onwards, there's a lot of difference in the I would have made. What is going on? I would really like to see this from Doomfist's point of view. How is he killing the Pharah all the time? McCree's not killing the Pharah, but McCree is killing other people, so I can't complain. How does this work? I think I would have played a bit more aggressive. Not a bit more aggressive than you. But it's hard to say whose style is more suitable. Very hard to say. Very hard to. I guess the third part, I would. The only difference is I would have just retreated a bit early at the area where I say don't fight there. The end here, we probably will end up with the same result. But the second point, that would be very different. Okay, let's. Please get Farah. Some reason, don't please is Farah. I really don't get what. I use Mercy to kill Farah normally.
I'm a one-man apocalypse.
Honestly, the Doomfist player should be higher SR. He is using a penknife to saw a tree, but he managed to saw the damn tree. So he's using the wrong tools, but he's getting the job done. So imagine if he can use the right tools. If he knows the right tools to use, probably it's going to be fantastic. Okay. It's like you are using Lucio to kill Winston, and you manage to kill Winston all the time. Like Doomfist killing Farah, I'm like, what the hell is? Imagine if you use something else, really. Okay, let's have a look at the team comp. Okay, this part looks fine. Okay, wait. Like to be honest, this part looks fine. You look a bit weird here because they will be flanking here and there. Okay, they'll be jumping around, flanking here and there. So I guess your job is like what? Protect Nyata? That's all. Not much value Hawk can get here. Uh, would be actually better if you actually go Winston and you actually have a full dive comp. There's a very good synergy if Winston Hawk is really standing out as a weird pick here. Okay. Because you think about it, this comp it relies on it's like a blitzkrieg. Just going to dive in, okay, and hope the enemy is not organized enough to know what to do. Like Hawk is more like a slowly wait for a pick, like running a sniper comp. You're waiting for a pick, waiting for somebody to get hooked. Okay, 5v6, then we go. So a bit of a, it's like a Lucio and a Bastion. All of them want to be aggressive here. They want to dive in, and it's like staying behind. I'm not I'm not very confident about the Hawk pick. Let's see how you play it. Oh, nice stance.
Chance to focus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doomfist is main for attack the opponent on land. Okay, I'd like to see the
30 seconds. Remember your training?
when got on only. Yeah, you are using the wrong tools for the job. This was Doomfist just now. Maybe it's a lack of knowledge. Relatively new player, so you're standing in front. I think it's okay. I don't mind it that much. What is Farah doing here?
Attack commencing. Capture objective
Okay, first I like your movement. Not taking line of sight. Most idiots would just walk out here and just stare down the lane and let people shoot them for free. I like that you're taking cover. I would have just thrown my hook there. That's me. Might not even be in range. Just passed my mind, so I just say it out. Okay, whatever. Oh, okay. Like she stepped on the trap or something, but how are you going to step on the trap there? I'm not sure how she died. But the moment you see this, what comes to my mind is wait for Mercy to come and hook her. The moment I saw that, I was thinking on jump on. Okay, I'm not sure if Roadhog can jump on this because usually I play heroes that can climb the wall. I was thinking on jumping on this and try to hook the Mercy. Well, that's what come to my mind. But if you can't, then that's me being stupid. But I always like to when Mercy just rest somebody, I like to just stand there and wait to hook or flashbang or something. Because you will bet the Mercy will just the fact that Farah actually shot Farah, your DPS is quite special. This Junkrat is just throwing. Okay, something I would have done a bit different. Okay, I like the idea. Okay, it's just feeding. Okay, like here, the moment I see this Torbjorn, I was thinking of the hook. The fact that you didn't hook, I thought the hook was on cooldown. Then I took a glance. Okay, because once you go behind the barrier, there goes your opportunity. There are some targets which are very high priority to hook, but I mean in silver everybody just walk around as if you can hook them. But as you go higher, there's less of this type of opportunity. Okay, so let's just say that now there's a lot of opportunity and you get to choose the target. Who is your high priority target? Torbjorn. Why? Because if his turret is allowed to do enough damage, or if the time pass long enough, he can actually give a lot of people armor, and it's very hard for you guys to kill. Because your heroes, like Farah, relies on 2-3 rockets to kill them, else she will die. Roadhog relies on the combo to kill. Once Torbjorn gives everybody that 75 armor, Farah's not going to be effective, you're not going to be effective. So this fella and Symmetra, these type of heroes, need to die. These heroes will snowball the game, snowball the defense after 2 minutes. So I'll say Mercy is priority number 1. Top and Symmetra is probably like priority number 2. Okay. And let's say you want to play Protect the President, make that Farah carry the game, Soldier will be like priority number 2 as well, if that is the plan. I use hook very liberally. Whenever I see half a chance, I'll just okay. No more chance. Window is closed. Okay, Reinhardt's dead. See? I don't know what is it. I believe the shield is still like half charge. Oh, okay, the shield broke. Okay, it's forgiven. Oh. Oh. Very nice. I think you hit 3 out of 3 shots. Do that again. One, two, two out of 3. Wait, why so little damage? That's like you did 40 damage. It's a bit low. Surprised. I thought the shot landed quite well.
Objective A captured.
Okay, I like what you're doing. This is what I like to do as Roadhog. I like to go fishing. This is the fishing rod. Because there will be some stupid people usually standing here. You can go and hook and kill. Then you will get this entire section for free. And they die here, they only have one chance to regroup here. So if you kill somebody and they still come in, the next person who die after this person die will not participate in the final defense. It's how you snowball games on payload map. So I like what you do here. Okay, let the healer, let Zenyatta be on the payload. You don't really need to be on the payload. Opportunity to come out for fishing, and it doesn't cost you much. Okay, there's 3% here. You can come over here. Diva follow you. Yeah, I like what you're trying to do.
Escort the payload.
I'm moving the payload.
I totally expect somebody to be here. How is he still there? The first time you didn't see him, I expect nobody to be here. The fact he is here. Oh. I probably would have done the same thing. What are you doing? Jesus.
My ultimate is ready. Proceed without delay.
The payload stopped.
Okay, correct decision. But I totally will not do Where is it? Okay, after this failed attempt, I would have just backed up and go back to the payload. I totally will not come here. This is you're playing as a Reaper. If you're a Reaper, you do this, go ahead. Okay. If you're a Reaper but don't walk like this obvious area, what I would do is just teleport up here and just backstab. Okay. But you're Roadhog, you're not Reaper, so I don't think this is going to work if you're playing higher up the ladder. The fact you can get Ana is already a miracle. Somebody to your left. Okay. Okay, now I would actually go Winston. Because they are running like what? Running Widow. You need somebody to chase her off. If Diva can chase her off, your pharmacy would not have died. I would have go with Winston from here. Oh yeah, I wasn't looking. Winston will work against this, but is weak against this. I think Winston works a bit better. I mean, it is a dive comp. What am I talking? Because Winston is better.
Justice reigns from above.
Somebody's gonna die. Or a lot of people. Why? Because they don't have a tank with barrier. Whenever I hear your teammate using Diva ult, I'm saying somebody's gonna. I just didn't expect so many.
Reigns from above.
So they use tech visors, dude. Where? Okay. Three. Nice. Behind you. Okay, the difference between you and me is I would have killed the Widow because the moment I heard Mercy rest, I'll turn behind and either I shoot the Widow or I shoot the Mercy. Okay, but if I was playing, Jiang Red would have used his ult, somebody on my team would have died. There's a trap there. What the f... What the fuck is this? This player has potential again. He's using Doomfist to kill Pharah, he's using Mercy to kill Widow, he's using Mercy to kill Pharah. What the... Okay, I think he just needs to add some game knowledge and probably quite a good. No, no, no! Yes. Okay, why? Because if you go for the hook, even if you hook them, Reinhardt can pin you. Not gonna do anything. See an enemy Reinhardt, it is your job to burst down the shield because your team do not have a lot of shield busting capability. You have Farah, who is like a sniper kind of. She's weak against shield. Nata can help with the breaking down the barrier. It's like mostly your job and soldier's job to break down the barrier. So once you break down the barrier, what's Reinhardt gonna do? Can't do anything to him. Okay, time is on your side. Because overall your team comp is a bit stronger. So when your crosshair is pointing here, are like, oh no no no. Okay, now barrier break. It is on his side. Okay, it is his fault. He didn't manage the barrier well enough. It's so fast it breaks. Up here, since just now the previous team fight. Nice. Pressure him. Nice. Oh, free. Why I say free? Because the moment I see Mercy flying towards you, I'm like, when I press Q as Roadhog, when I use my ult, I will always move forward because you are going to do a lot. How I use Roadhog's ultimate is I use it to break shields. I find it very effective. That 10 seconds was very nice to very nice to kill a Mercy. If you kill a Reinhardt, you kill a Mercy and you two-shot a tire. Very nice. I'll tell you what, when I watch, I always play in my mind what I would have done. Tell you what I've done. Here I would have hooked her. Okay, but the outcome is the same. She's dead anyway when she's at that range. Okay, what I'll do is I will go in front and break his barrier. But when I see the tire, I'll get ready to use my healing to tank the tire damage. I will not think of shooting the tire as Roadhog. But you managed to do it. Okay, if you can do this consistently, then you're fantastic with Roadhog shooting. I would have just take a breather. Okay, that's the difference. Yours is taking a bit more gamble, but I mean the gamble pay off. Okay, this is when you start. I mean, like yeah, like here, team fight over, you won already. What I will do is go here and go fishing. Okay, that was what I would do. I will not push it. Let my teammate. Go straight fishing. You don't fish here. You fish from the right side. They will come straight here. You can hook them when you stand over here. Show them the face. They will be a bit more cautious. But doesn't matter. You still get. Right on your right side. Yeah, your hook quite solid lah. Hey, very nice. Your aim with hook very good Maybe your hook not nice lah, but the shotgun quite nice. I would have used left click there and Farah wouldn't die. Use right click, she died. Somebody's gonna die. Oh! For once, nobody died to D.Va out. Okay, this is pushing it. I would not come so far. This is pushing it. I mean, there are limits to flanking Roadhog. Okay. So where will I draw the line? Because like, I always imagine this is the line here. When you cross this line, is enemy, is a defender territory. Attacker territory is this. Okay, I don't mind you coming here. See anybody hiding from D.Va out, you can push them. But here is pushing it. This is too far from your team. I don't like you venturing here over. I think it's overextended. No! What are you doing? Got out of jail free. You should be dead. There's 3 enemies surrounding you. Nobody kill you. Okay, you should be dead earlier anyway. And it doesn't slow down your team because your Mercy already died to some for this. Mercy died here. Four enemies, not 3. My first glance was 3. Okay, Widow shot your Mercy. So you dying there,
Justice reigns from above.
Widow is getting
Justice reigns from above.
yeah lah, can't blame him because his team already won a team fight. So I'm him, maybe I'll play the same thing. It's just like how hard Reinhardt gets wrecked by Roadhog. Just like because a long time I didn't see Roadhog. Like last season he was season 5 he was non-existent. Season 6 start to see people start playing him. Now it's so refreshing. Roadhog go around, do a lot of work. If you don't have the hope, then don't do this type of flanking. Okay lah, they don't have Reaper. Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. They don't have your counter. They don't have Zenyatta, so whatever. Okay, here's what I would do differently. This area, Roadhog is not that strong here. You want to be on the health pack, the other side, where you can pick and hook. The very close range, you can hook from there, and you can more or less push the payload and cover for your team whenever needed. Here is like all-in hook. Okay, if you don't get kills, you'll be wasting all the time you spend here. So I would have stayed at the right side, left side. I totally will not go upstairs. You are not Soldier 76. Reinhardt is totally out of position. He should not be. Okay, he's playing Soldier 76. Tank edition. I would have used my ult there. Wow. I actually thought she's dead, but oh, reload. What, did you get play of the game? This deserves a play of the game. Okay, if it's not because of the stupid diva out getting 3-4 people there, this should be play of the game. This is actually some skill. Okay, so let's say what you did correctly here. Okay, if I'm over the one who is playing, I wouldn't have get this big play because I would have used my ult on Pharah. I value Roadhogs out very very low, means to me it's not much value, it's something like a hook. So if I see somebody in a room, I'll just use the ultimate to use the hook there. So I think maybe I need to adjust my Roadhog play a bit. Okay, I need to value the hook slightly differently. Okay, but first of all, I will not be coming up here. I'm not sure what made you come up here. Totally will not come up here. Because you imagine if let's say this Reinhardt defending the payload like a normal Reinhardt, your entire trip here would not have get much value. Pharah not flying and actually walking around in this high ground is their misplay. Probably won't get this type of freebie if the Pharah you think it through. And the fact that your Pharah is here and their Pharah is here, it's like totally blows my mind. Like what the hell's going on? So satisfying to watch. So satisfying. That's a big carry. But that carry depended on that play depended on enemy Reinhardt and Pharah totally fucking up. Mercy has no choice but to follow them.
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
How much time the enemy have? 0. Oh, okay.
I'm looking forward to working with you.
So this is one of the case where we say, even though Roadhog isn't the optimal pick, but I think as long as you're good with the character, you can do a lot of work.
I'm looking forward to working with you.
Para kacau. Yeah, you have a dive comp. This is a pure dive comp. If you substitute Mercy for Lucio. But who picks Lucio nowadays? Right. Oh, switch to Soldier. Yeah. If the plan is going to kill the enemy Mercy, okay, you think about it. You have 1 minute, only one attack. Okay, so what is the win condition? What is the condition you're going to win? Delete the enemy Mercy. So what's the best way to delete enemy Mercy? Everybody just hold on mouse button, hold W key, walk straight towards the Mercy and just kill. Okay, die then you win. There's only going to be one push.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
So Soldier, Genji is a bit better than Soldier for this game.
I get that a lot.
The
The power of science.
butter.
War isn't a game.
Are you sure life isn't a game, Soldier 76?
Okay, this is a bit of we call mind games. Usually if it's a last push, enemy is going to be defending very deep. Okay, so you can take advantage of that. You can take advantage of it, like, you know, okay lah, it's a bit pressing on time. If you have a bit more time, you can actually play a Junkrat, stand here and lob grenades over there until enemy shield breaks or somebody dive in. Okay, but it's only one push, so oh, the moment you see a Hanzo, dive in. Okay. Focus mercy, focus mercy, focus mercy. Nice. Oh. Well, can't do anything about that. How did the mercy fly over there? Lucky. Junkrat was over. Oh, crap. Mercy just died. No, 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 no. No, 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 don't go, don't go.
Further experimentation required.
This is like a miracle for the enemy team. You guys almost ran a full dive comp, and they're running double snipe.
Forward to working.
How the fuck did that?
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
I thought actually Discord they keep her alive. Expect her to be. Ana kept Mercy alive. So I think it's good play on enemy Ana side. Because without the healing Mercy, slept. Suddenly the Ana turn to be a Grandmaster Ana. Yeah, I like that you find the angle and go in. So you minimize the time the enemy can see you. It's just that the Widow is alert. Didn't just tunnel vision here and shot you once. Which wasn't that much damage. 75 damage is not a charge. Fully charged shot. Like you see from here. Oh. Are they running? Oh no, I thought it's Zenyatta. Like you see? Really should be dead. Oh, her health is more than that. Enemy Ana play very well. Damn. Wanted to see. I can always slow it down. What the fuck are they running? I have no idea how they make it. Double sniper versus 5. Double. Damn. Your team played better the entire game except for this attack. This defense, they really kept the Mercy alive. Not sure how they do it. And this is a very minor thing because I think the game is already been decided. But if you are Winston, you want to try to final contest, right? Don't stand over there. You'll take this dot damage. Just do a final. When like 3, 2, 1, then you jump. 10 is still too early because your team just died. You need to buy them that 3 to 5 seconds for them to like come here. So when it's like 3, 2, 1, you jump. As long as you touch the point, trigger overtime is good. 10 seconds is too. Okay, but I think the result is going to be the same because they played better when it mattered. Pretty. If you go Roadhog, the result probably will be the same here. Because your team comp is actually almost their hard counter. So any other hero choice, the outcome would have been different. I just didn't expect them to run double sniper. If you had a Genji, would the result be different? I'm not sure. Okay, let's talk about the dive just now here. In a bit. Okay. Too bad. Why is it too bad? Because there are only two options. One is you can take a bit more damage, give the enemy a bit more time, but get a better landing spot. Okay, you pick the way which minimize the time that enemy can see you, but you can't really control the landing spot, which I think is a better decision, to be honest. Okay, so how Winston block Ana healing is you need to use your bubble to block Ana's healing. You need to put the bubble around Ana, not Mercy. But would you have known they run Ana? I would probably not guess it. I really don't think there's anything you can done. Sucks, man. That happens. Okay, Ana use a grenade. Yeah. I don't think can be done. Okay, so overall pretty good. I'll say overall pretty good. Play more Roadhog. You get the play of the game? Or did Diva get it? Holy shit, you got it. Worth saving this play of the game.
Further experiment.
Play of the game.
How are you blocking 25k then? Oh, man. Because how are you blocking so much damage? Not bad, not bad.